Manitoba has seen flooding before. What can we expect this time?
Well, Marcia, this is not a good news situation at all. I mean, we had 6 days where we didn't have any rain, kind of a reprieve. It followed one of the wettest April on record, the snowiest, one of the worst 6 of 7 months were colder than normal. So we thought when we got to May, we'd have a change of weather, and we did for 6 days. And those 6 days were, well, they were $1 billion dryness, which I thought was good news. But now we see a system coming very much in a Colorado low, fairly strong, and is coming north from Dakotas, picking up a lot of moisture from the south, and it looks like a very widespread rainfall. 20 to 30 millimeters of rain today. And as you described so well, the embedded thunderstorms where we could see more of that. It's a very unsettled kind of situation. It's not spotty. It's going to be really from Brandon and the Riding Mountain area, the western highlands there of Manitoba, through the Interlakes area, through the Red River Valley, and into northwestern Ontario, where they've had some flooding and evacuations too. So it's going to be starting to rain any moment now and right through to midnight, but with some thunderstorms, say to mid-afternoon to around 8 o'clock tonight, where we could see more of the rain. The other thing, Marcia, that's an issue, I mean, you're right. We're seeing standing water. The Red River's like the Red Sea in places, very wide. There's almost lakes appearing where there weren't lakes. So we're probably going to see more river flooding, more overland flooding. But also the strong winds, I think, are a concern. We see winds that could go up to 50 kilometers per hour, even maybe a little higher. And of course, what that does is it also causes the risk of power outages because, hey, the ground is soggy and the power poles can't stay in that kind of an environment. And also we're going to see winds are going to push the water. It's almost like waves are going to appear on those unnatural kind of lakes. So there could be, again, more overtopping of roads. It's not a good situation. And we see, Marcia, later in the week, we see more unsettled weather. Maybe not as widespread, but spotty. And so we could see by the end of this week where we've already in 1 week would have had a normal amount of rain that you would normally see in May. So not a good situation.
So when you add it all up, Dave, and I do want to talk about other parts of the country, but just with Manitoba, are we looking at another historic event here in the making?
Well, it's a very interesting question, and I think that the governments, local, provincial, and federal, even have helped out to build a more resilient Manitoba, given the recent history of big storms. They made ring dikes higher. They strengthened the Winnipeg floodway, and so I think they're able to handle more rain. But so much depends upon what the next month is going to be. We need some dry weather. We almost need a drought in a way, not this kind of continuous kind of heavy rains. And that's, the snow melting is pretty well gone, but it is the heavy doses of rain that you get from these thunderstorms that could turn a situation to be worse than it is. So I would say, rivers are cresting right now. This is a very critical week. We see 28 communities and states of emergency. So, hey, it's not a good situation. It could get worse, but I wouldn't sort of say it's historic yet. But we'll just have to wait and see. The next 2 weeks are going to be very critical.
And then in Ontario and East, I looked twice at the forecast because we've had such a cool spring. We wondered where the warm weather was, and it seems we're in for this really sudden change. How do we account for that?
Marcy, it's a big country. We can have misery on one side and too much weather and too little weather on the other side. And what we're seeing this week in eastern Ontario, western Quebec, into New Brunswick, temperatures we've never seen before. I mean, 30 degrees for 3 days. We could have 4 days in a row with record-breaking temperatures in Ottawa and Montreal. I mean, never seen in 100 and some years of record. And so it's been just a nice spell of this weather, and it followed. I mean, where was spring? And all of a sudden, we went from almost late winter to summer. We went from slush to sweat, and I mean, spring was probably measured in number of hours. I mean, we're seeing this incredible kind of a turnaround. It's just what it is in Canada, where, hey, if the weather out your front door can look different than your back door.
Indeed. Dave Phillips, always great to speak with you. Dave, of course, is Environment Canada's senior climatologist. Be well.